Pamela. We come down to the sea to get some ozone in our lungs and a kiss of sun on our faces. Relax.
But Kate...
Not a word. You hear me? Let it all flow over you. You need it. It'll help, honestly.
But...
Pam, just lie back and enjoy it. It'll do you good.
All right. This was a good idea.
I told you so.
Yes. Kate, I just wanted to say...
I understand. Listen, you don't need to feel guilty for letting some other thoughts come into your mind besides Robin. It doesn't mean you care less or miss him less. It means you're starting to get on with life. So, I'll let you talk.
Thanks. You know, Kate, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate...
Oh, my dear, now shut up, do. What are friends for goodness sake?
Ah, well, I've discovered that friends are for a lot of things. They're for sharing good news with, singing the blues to if you're depressed about something, having good times with, having a laugh with. Oh, and the things like organising, oh, I don't know, house sitting, dog sitting, mother sitting.
Hold your horses. What's with all this sitting business? I've never done any of that for you.
Well,
or you for me, for that matter.
You would have, wouldn't you?
I'm not sure. Would you have?
In an emergency.
You and your emergencies.
I don't mean the big emergencies. Everybody rallies round for those. I mean the day-to-day stuff, that's when you need your friends. For example, if you've bad-mouthed your mother-in-law, a good friend is somebody who will forget all about it and then pretend you never said anything when your friends again with the old bat.
I guess a real friend needs a good memory for shared joys and a bad memory for old scores.
I guess. It's good us knowing each other as long as we have, Kate. It means we don't have to pretend. I mean, you know where I came from, and I know where you came from.
Right. I know what we made of ourselves after that pitiful education we had. What a school.
Well, it wasn't all bad.
Well, no school that turns out two ignoramuses who still get good jobs and marry well-heeled husbands can be all bad. Hard luck they didn't stick.
Oh, I had a second chance. I'm sorry you never found someone else. I was lucky finding Robin.
Pam?
No, I want to talk about him now. I can. The emotion's waning a bit, thank God, so please let me.
If you want to.
You're the only one who knew what he truly meant to me, Kate. Just as you're the only one who understood how I felt when the baby died.
Pam, it's a long time ago.
I know. But you're the only one I could have leant on like I did. I mean, it wasn't just knowing that you were strong. It was knowing that you were there for me, were prepared to bear it with me. It's the same now with Robin. I know that I can talk about him to you because you loved him as much as you love me. It was important. It was great. I do appreciate it. Thank you. You know, you shouldn't have stayed so long with your husband.
Maybe, but it seemed right to go on trying. He seemed to need me.
All it meant in the end was that you were trying to start a new life so many years older.
I wasn't so crazy to find another husband. I'd had enough of the married life, quite honestly.
Well, you needed a man, I know that.
Yes, I needed a man. I wanted a man. But not there every day, conditioning every move I made.
I know that in the end you felt all your efforts had been pointless. I know how undervalued you felt, finally.
That's true. Time wasted.
Oh. I hope you get lots of the good things now, Kate. The sweet things in life. You deserve them, in my opinion.
I've had my share of happiness, Pam. Plenty. I've been lucky too, and that's a fact.
I know, but I just wished you could have found a good husband instead of...
Instead of what?
I know how much your lover means to you, but it's not the same.
You mean we must love each other less?
Well, it must be different, surely, the way things are.
We didn't come down to the sea to talk in this way, Pam. We came down to enjoy the seaside, remember?
Just that you deserve to be happy, Kate. I just wish that you could find somebody to make your life complete, like Robin did mine.
Well, you certainly trotted out enough candidates. Remember Oliver?
Oh, no. He did seem impossible. I mean, he was good looking, he had a lovely job, charming.
He was. I hated him on sight. And he me.
I did my best.
You were marvellous. I just become too choosy. Just wearing trousers is not enough recommendation.
Unlike Edna. Oh, it goes through them like a box of chocolates.
I should think Dateline see her as their pension.
Oh, she has her fun. And I know how much you enjoy your relationship, Kate. But I must say, you've been discretion itself. I've guessed you must be somebody in the public eye. No, I mustn't probe, I know, I've accepted that.
Can we leave it, Pam?
I just feel that if you loved each other as much as you say, he would have made his life with you, you know? I mean, I know you said how much he loves his wife, but I don't see how he can.
He wouldn't hurt her.
Don't you think just occasionally you've made too much of a sacrifice?
I might have thought that if I'd been younger. That's where it's different. I have a separate life of my own, a busy, satisfying life. But giving and receiving love needed to be a part of it.
Mostly giving, it seems to me.
Not at all.
Anyway, I know I shall never marry again. I had the best and dearest man with Robin. I was so lucky to have him all those years. My dearest man, my dearest Robin, I did adore him. He was such fun.
I know. And he loved you very deeply.
I couldn't have got through this all without you, Kate. He had to be everywhere at once, didn't he? That was the only reason he chartered that plane. So he could do some business in Glasgow and still get back for some meetings in London. Everybody expected so much of him.
That's the way it is with giving people. Everyone wants more and more of them.
He was on so many committees, so many groups. Honestly, it was ridiculous. He had this way of getting people together so that they achieved things.
Yes, he did. They all respected him, valued his opinion, his judgment.
He was always off somewhere, speaking to somebody, clubs, organisations of all kinds. They had him floating around the world. I used to kid him that he must have a bimbo in every city.
I don't think Robin was a man for one-night stands.
No, that wasn't him at all. I wasn't serious. I mean, that wasn't his style.
No.
Casual sex.
No.
No. Wherever he was, he would always make his way back to me. We would always have the best time. I mean, sometimes I could see that he was tired. I would be wishing to make love, but I could see all he wanted really was to hold him. And then it would often turn to sex. Passionate, sweet sex. All our lives together, it was good. So many people at the funeral. They said how important he was to them, how kind he'd been, what a good friend he'd been to them. People I'd never even met.
He tried so hard to please everyone. They all wanted their very own piece of him.
Yes.
Maybe it was all too much.
No, I don't think so. That was just the way he lived his life.
Yes, you're right, of course.
You remind me of him, Kate.
I do?
You're good fun, and you're a caring person too.
I don't know about that. I just know Robin was a very special sort of man. So full of life.
Oh yes. They said it must have been instantaneous.
We have to believe that, Pam.
When I heard the news, I couldn't believe it. It was on the radio. A light aircraft crashed in a field. I had no idea.
Pam.
I tried to get hold of you, Kate. I wanted to tell you. I knew it would be a shock. I needed you, Kate.
I came as soon as I could.
I phoned your office. They said you'd gone away on business for a few days, up north somewhere. They didn't know where. I got hold of your secretary and she tried to look all over for a number and she couldn't find one at first. I explained who I was and what had happened, and in the end she unearthed the number. We got the first part of it, the dialing code, but then the rest of it was illegible. She said she thought you'd gone to Liverpool on business somewhere. And I said, well that's not the code for Liverpool. And it was such a mess. Is she usually so silly?
No.
And in the end, I could see clearly that it wasn't the number for Liverpool, 0141, not 0151. And that was the number for Glasgow. And I knew it was Glasgow, and I knew it was wrong because it was staring me in the face, my telephone pad. Robin's hotel number in Glasgow. I was going mad in the house on my own. I so needed you so badly. I mean, I know you spent time in your house on your own, but you're always off somewhere on business, aren't you? So it's not really the same. It's been so sweet of you to spend all this time with me over the last few months, Kate. I do appreciate it. I hope your work hasn't suffered.
No, it's flexible. It always has been. And there hasn't been a need for me to go away so often lately.
I really appreciate it. I was so relieved when you came back and gave me a call. They were all on at me to sort things out, do this, do that, you know, make arrangements, phone solicitors, say how I wanted things done. I couldn't handle any of it. They said, have I got any relatives? I said I wanted to wait until I'd spoken to you. Kate's my oldest and dearest friend, I told them. She'll help me. She'll support me. At last, they all shut up.
I came as soon as I could.
I know. We must have scoured every inch of Liverpool. Hotels, guest houses, B&Bs. You weren't in Liverpool, were you? You weren't in Liverpool. You were in Glasgow. Are you going to say anything? I suppose you already have.
Pam?
No, stop. Stop. You have to let me get used to this. I mean, to come upon something like this so unexpectedly, so suddenly, it's sort of ridiculous.
Yes, I agree. So many years when it mattered, and now when it doesn't.
Oh, it matters, Kate. Oh, it matters, all right. It changes everything. And I don't think I can handle the change. Robin. Oh, God. I feel like I've lost him all over again, this time completely.
No, no, no. He was yours. Always was and always will be.
How could he?
How could he what? Love me? You do? Or you did?
Yes. I can't understand that yet. Did he love you?
Yes, he did. You have to believe that, or everything was worthless. None of us of any value at all.
Then why didn't you take him from me? I mean, away, to live together.
You had done nothing to deserve that. And I loved you too much to do that to you. So did he.
Oh, don't patronise me, that's too much.
That's not it at all. What if Robin had been my husband?
I wouldn't have let myself fall in love with him.
Oh, Pam, does it help you to know we didn't always sleep together?
I think that makes it worse.
Does it help you to know that he was sometimes a bit jealous of us? I mean, of you and me. Of the good times that you and I had enjoyed together. The past that we shared.
Yes, I suspected that. But still, resentment wasn't in his nature.
No. He liked us to be happy.
He wanted everyone to be happy.
He made you happy, Pam, and he made me happy. And don't imagine there was any sacrificing involved on anyone's part. We were different aspects of his life. He needed both of us. And he never let either of us down. Not in truth, Pam.
I suppose I know that it wouldn't have been a trivial thing. That wasn't him. I suppose I know that he must really have cared for you. Oh, God. I feel like I've lost you both.
You've lost nothing, truly.
I mean, whatever happened to integrity? To honesty? To conscience? And I haven't even heard you say you're sorry.
Because I'm not. Both you and he have been a vital and important part of my life. I regret that right now you're feeling pain. I hate that.
I feel betrayed. By both of you. The two people that mattered most to me.
Nothing that Robin and I had between us was stolen from you, Pam. You must know that. You meant too much to both of us. But if this is the end of our friendship, well, it will be sad. But don't think differently of Robin. He doesn't deserve that. He couldn't help being the man he was. And if it hurts you so much to think of me sometimes in his arms, well, You were in his arms when I was sitting by the fire for its warmth. I know, being the person that you are, that you'll understand a little, even if you can't accept, not right now, that there is a bereavement for me too. All that will remain of us is love.
I feel tired.
I need you.
Give me time. I don't know. Give me time. I don't know.